Thank God Adventure Week is over, because that means we have something new and something exciting coming to Pokemon GO this week, and here's everything you need to know. Frisian, Mega Aerodactyl, they're out of raids and making way for Lugia and Mega Ampharos. They'll be in raids starting Monday, August 4th and running through Monday, August 11th. When raiding Lugia, keep your eyes peeled for those hundo CPs. You're looking for 2115 non-weather boosted or 2645 in windy weather. Some of the top counters to help you out include Mega Tyranitar with Bite and Brutal Swing, Dawnwings Necrozma with Shadow Claw and Moongeist Beam, White Kyurem with Ice Fang and Ice Burn, Black Kyurem with Shadow Claw and Freeze Shock, Regieleki with Thunder Shock and Thunder Cage, and Zekrom with Charge Beam and Fusion Bolt. Overall, you're going to want to use those strong Ice, Rock, Electric, Dark, and Ghost type attacks since Lugia is a dual Flying and Psychic type. For a full list of the strongest options for each type, I recommend visiting PokemonGoHub.net, which is also going to be linked in the description below. Now you may be wondering, is Lugia worth grinding the candies for? Is it super useful? Is it meta relevant? And honestly, it really depends on your personal style of play. Now, if you're like me and you love raiding, then honestly, there are better options. Despite having a very respectable max CP of 4186, it ranks just 69th among Psychic types and 35th among Flying types. For context, it's going to be outpaced by things like Shadow Slowking, Delphox, Hatterene, and that's just as a Psychic attacker. But it shares a tier with Bombardier, Unfezant, and Vikavolt as a flyer. So while it's not horrible, there are certainly better and more budget-friendly options available. Where Lugia really shines is actually going to be in PvP, specifically in the Master League, where it ranks a very strong 36th overall among every Pokemon that's available in PvP. And the reason for this is because Lugia is an absolute tank with a very high defensive stat. That's why it's so good in Master League or PvP, because in PvP defense is just king. Whereas as a raid attacker, it kind of falls back a bit because that's where attack really shines. So if you're looking to max out Lugia, it just really depends on your preferred style of play. I mentioned Mega Ampharos is coming back, and it is a dual Dragon and Electric type, meaning it's going to be weak to Ground, Ice, Fairy, and Dragon moves. Some strong counters include Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe, Primal Groudon with Mud Shot and Precipice Blades, Black Kyurem with Dragon Tail and Freeze Shock, White Kyurem with Dragon Breath and Ice Burn, Origin Form Palkia with Dragon Tail and Spatial Rend, Origin Form Dialga with Dragon Breath and Roar of Time, and Shadow Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Earth Power. Hunting for a Shundo, the CPs to watch out for are 1630 non-weather boosted or 2037 boosted by windy or rainy weather. Mega Ampharos is an S-tier electric type attacker ranking 10th overall, and is an aggressively mediocre dragon type coming in at 40th. So if you're using it as an electric attacker, the best moveset is going to be Volt Switch and Zap Cannon. If you max out Hundo with a Mega Evolve it, you're looking at a Pokemon with a massive max CP of 4799, which is is an absolute unit, but be warned, it's only useful in raids as a Mega. Base Ampharos ranks 57th as an electric type with a max CP of 3225, so be sure to stock up on Mega Energy if you want it to perform. And on Tuesday, August 5th at 6 p.m. will be Swirlix Spotlight Hour.
I'm a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
And the bonus this time around will be 2x catch Stardust, which is absolutely huge. I've said before, and I'll say it again, Stardust, in my opinion, is the single most valuable resource in Pokemon GO. I recommend filling your research stack with high dust Pokemon like Staryu, Delibird, Trubbish, Meowth. Drop a star piece or two, rake in those gains. Or if you don't have a research stack going, or I'm kind of telling you this information just a little bit too late, that's okay, no fear. Still, the Stardust gains can be massive. So just put down a star piece and catch a ton of Swirlix, same deal. Head to a mall, park, anywhere with dense Pokestop clusters, drop some lures, generate as many catch opportunities as humanly possible. Then on Wednesday, August 6th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, August 12th at 8 p.m., we've got the Cozy Companions event. Snom, which is kind of a fan favorite, in its evolved form Frosmoth will be making their Pokemon GO debuts, but here's the kicker. Snom is going to be kind of hard to get, which means Frosmoth is going to be even harder. Here's why. Snom will be available only in 7km eggs along with Charcadet, Galarian Farfetch'd, and Pancham. So Snom will not be appearing out there in the wild. So you'll need to open daily gifts, hatch 7km eggs, and kind of just hope for luck. So think back to Larvesta's debut back in May of 2023. Same situation. Like Larvesta, Snom is going to require 400 candies to evolve. In addition, because 400 candies wasn't enough, you'll need to earn 10 buddy hearts, and you have to evolve Snom at night. Or if you're not patient, you could just use Dawnwing to Crossway's Adventure effect during the day to kind of use a loophole for that requirement. Also during the event, Shiny Tandemaus will be making its debut, but only from party play rewards. So you're not going to be able to find it in the wild or in eggs. Quick quiz, I got both the regular and the shiny versions on screen right now. If anyone can actually tell me what the difference is, let me know in the comments. And during the Cozy Companions event, the bonuses will include 2 times XP from hatching eggs, you'll get 1 additional special trade per day, and friendship levels will increase faster through activities like raiding, trading, and gifting. As for the wild spawns, expect to see Abra, Geodude, Carablast, Phantom, Shelmet, and for the rare spawn, Alolan Geodude. All of them with shiny potential. You notice the theme? Trade evolution Pokemon. Notice the bigger theme? Friendship. Spawns are trade evos, event eggs require gifts, Tandemaus requires party play. This event is all about getting out and playing with the local community. And during this time, there will also be free timed research rewards that include encounters with Snom and Tandemaus, premium items like lucky eggs, and more. But I wouldn't rely solely on the research for a full evolution to Snom, because you're likely going to get only 1, maybe 2 encounters of the new Pokemon. So if you want to evolve it, you're going to need to hatch a metric butt ton of those 7-kilometer eggs we talked about earlier. And if you're shiny hunting for the new Tandemaus, your best bet is heavy party play. Now you could enhance your gameplay experience by buying the event ticket for $1.99 USD in a shop that gives you more encounters and a few extra premium items like star pieces and lucky eggs. Also on Wednesday, August 6th, from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m., it will be Lugia Raid Hour. So during this time, gyms are far more likely to host 5-star raids, and the raid timers reset a lot faster, meaning most gyms will get 2 raids in an hour instead of the typical 1, and there will be no waiting for the countdowns or cooldowns either. Raids will go live almost immediately as soon as the first one's over. On Saturday, August 9th will be Munchlax Hatch Day from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is 6 hours of spinning stops, hatching eggs, and praying for shiny luck. Event bonuses include 2 times candy from hatching eggs, increased chance of hatching shiny Munchlax, increased chance of receiving 2-kilometer eggs from spinning Pokestops and gyms. There's also a half-hatch distance bonus from Thursday, August 7th at 10 a.m., running through Saturday, August 9th at 5 p.m., meaning 2-kilometer eggs, for example, will be 1 kilometer to hatch in regular incubators, and 2-kilometer eggs and super incubators will only take 0.7 kilometers to hatch. And there's yet another ticket for $1.99 that gives you 2 super incubators, 1 star piece, and double Stardust from hatching eggs, and more. Now, I'm not going to tell anyone how to spend their money or how to play the game. That's not me, never was me, never will be me. But honestly, if you are a pay-to-play player, that's objectively a great deal. One super incubator typically runs you about $2 a piece, and for $2 you're getting 2 plus all the other bonuses. So personally, I'm probably going to skip the 1 ticket and just spend that $2 on this one instead. That's just me, but again, you play however you like. So here's my personal strategy. I already have a shiny Munchlax. That whole family's completed. Plus I have shiny custom Snorlaxes. That family's complete. Like I'm done. I personally don't have much interest in shiny Munchlax. So instead, I'll be using these egg-focused bonuses to hatch as many 7-kilometer eggs as I possibly can. I mean, half-hatch distance, bonus candy, all of that is really going to help with getting Snom candy. I'll be walking like crazy, hoarding 7k eggs, loading them into super incubators, and turning my auto catcher off so I don't accidentally grab 2k eggs from stops and gyms. By the way, feel free to steal this big brain strategy if Munchlax really isn't your thing either. And to round out the week, we have Ultra Unlock Origin Raid Day, which will take place Sunday, August 10th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The remote raid limit increases from 10 to 20 from Saturday, August 9th at 2 p.m. through Sunday, August 10th at 8 p.m. So theoretically, you can do up to like 40 remote raids across those 2 days. You'll have increased odds to encounter shiny Dialga and shiny Palkia, and typically these events, the shiny odds are roughly 1 in 10. Free-to-play bonuses will include up to 5 extra free raid passes from spinning the photo discs at gyms. You'll get 1.5 times XP from raiding, and there will be an increased chance of receiving rare XL candies from in-person raids. From past experiences, I wouldn't bank on it. Frankly, I think the drop rates for these are kind of mid, but that's just my personal opinion from personal experience, and plus a lot of what I've seen on Twitter from other people in the community talking about it. So I wouldn't bank on that, but it is a perk. It is a thing that is going to be there, just not as often as we would like. And you're going to sense another theme here. There's also a $4.99 ticket that will include 8 more raid passes, so it'll give you 14 in total, the 5 free ones, the 8 paid ones, and the one you get every day just by spinning the photo disc. You'll get guaranteed Rare Candy XL from defeating Dialga or Palkia. And you also get 3 times XP and 2 times Stardust from raiding. Both Dialga and Palkia may know their signature moves, Roar of Time and Spatial Rend, but it's not guaranteed. They were very clear, they emphasized that they may know their special moves. So please, don't at me on X and say that I guaranteed anything, because I didn't. But if you do catch them with their signature moves, these are bar none their best moves. And in my opinion, they are the 2 best adventure effects in the entire game so far. And one more thing to note is these special moves you cannot TM onto Palkia or Dialga. So that's something to keep in mind. So if they don't have it from the rip, they're never going to have it. Okay guys, that is it for me. Let me know in the comments, which event are you most excited for? There's a lot happening this week, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people invested in the ratings. There's going to be a lot of people invested in the eggs. So again, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what event, one of like the 7 that are coming out this week, which thing are you most excited about? I've gone ahead and pinned that question below in the comments so that way we can get the conversation started. Thank you so much for watching, but be sure to smash that like button and please subscribe. It really helps YouTube know they're making quality content over here and helps other Pokemon fans just like yourselves know that we exist. So if you want more from me, check out the latest episode of my series, Caps Card Collection Challenge. It's on screen now. Go on, click it. I'll see you in there. Until next time.